Okay, so like I said, we are going to review these questions. There are about 15 questions, and we are going to review all of them together so that we can have a good understanding of what is required. And in doing that, I am going to insert a column right here, a column C. And so what I need to do is I bring my cursor to the, remember these are the column headers. When you come up here, the arrow points downwards. Elsewhere, it does not point. And if I come and click, I bring my, hover my cursor on here, the arrow points right or up and down, assuming I want to modify the height. But right now, I want to insert a column right here, an empty column. So I'm going to right-click it, and I have this option, and then I'm going to ask Excel to insert a column. Now, watch, once I insert this column, it's going to take the position of C because that is where I highlighted. And whatever that was here in C column moves towards the right. So it's going to move towards D. Right now, when I do this, this is the empty column that I have introduced. And right now, this serial number is now in column D. So I now have my empty column where I will be writing the answers. Okay. The first question says, fill the name with the names, fill the name column with names of your classmates. Okay. So assuming the names of my classmates are Nzube, David, Joe, Crystal, Judah, Blossom, Havila, Sumtu, Wisdom, and Goodness. Okay? Well, if your name happens to be that you are 18 years, that's okay. So the next question says, what is the total of all the scores? Here, this is my total. Based on what we have discussed, we'll say this place is going to be equals this plus this plus this plus this plus this. Enter. Gives me 372. And then instead of me to come here and start typing again, I'll simply copy this and bring it down here, and it gives me the answers for this. For instance, if I double click here, it's telling me that this plus this plus this plus this plus this is equals to what I have here. If I click here, it's adding all the numbers in this row. Great. Now, this was what I expected at this level. But we noticed that Havila used a function. Havila and David, they say they use a function. There is an inbuilt function that can mimic whatever you do manually. For instance, here we can say equals to sum. Remember when we discussed, we said once you click sum, Excel is predicting that you're either going to write a function or a formula. So it's already detecting that we want to type a sum. Because when we started with S, it gave us all the sums that begin with S. I mean, the functions that begin with S. So this is the one we are interested in. I double click this. And so it's asking me, what are the sums that I want to add? I can either click like this as a range. Then you remember that this is a range, G2 full colon K2. We talked about cell range earlier, and I enter. It's going to give me the same thing. Okay? Another way we can do it is if we say here is equals to sum, we enter, and then we may decide to click comma click, comma, click, comma, click, comma, click, enter. It will give us the same thing. The reason why this is also good to know is, assuming you want to give a sum, and there are cells that you don't need to click. For instance, now, if you are asked, what is the sum of English, chemistry, okay, English, physics, and biology. And I need to put my answer here. I need to put my answer in this column. Now I can say this is equals to sum. That is when I can be using the comma. So they say English, assuming I want to treat for Nzube, this is English, comma, the next one is physics. So I jump mathematics, I click physics, comma. The next one is biology. So I jump chemistry, I click this, I enter. It will give me the same answer that I would have gotten. However, if you don't understand that you can use comma, it may become difficult for you if only what you know is to draw straight. Okay, so that's just that. I want to clear here. I want to delete here. Okay, so this is this. We have seen this. We have seen this. We have seen this. Now, the next one that we would like to look at is, you can come here, assuming here is 0. Another way to get your sum is when you come to your ribbon under editing command. Look at automatic sum here, auto sum. I'm going to click it, see what's going to happen. It's already giving you, it's predicting. Is it this one that you want to sum? That is not what I want to sum. And because there is a dash line, there are dash lines around my selection, on this selection, I can reselect. So here is under crystal. So I'll simply click here and drag. I have redirected Excel and I enter. It's going to give me the same answer. So we have 4 different ways that we can get our sum. See here, and you see it's going to give you the same thing as here. All right, so whichever way you go, you are going to get the same answer. Great. Now, the next question, let's be ticking what we have done. We are done with this number 1. Okay, sorry, this number 2 is not really okay. So we're done with that. We're done with this. So the next one is, what is the mean of the scores for each student? What is the mean? The mean simply means average. Okay, I know all of us, we know that. So my average is the total for these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The total, which is this one, I divide it by 5. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I divide that by 5, and I get my average, which is 74.4. Alternatively, I can say here is equals to this plus this plus this plus this plus this divided by 5. Now you see the answer that you got here. Definitely this is wrong. When the scores, individual scores are 60 something, just below 100, how come I am having an average of 314? Something is wrong. Excel is not telling you that your operation is wrong, but you did not remember the order of operation. We talked about PEMDAS. So when you look at this Now, I'm going to zoom. Okay, we can't see that. Actually, here I can't zoom more than this. I hope you are seeing this. But I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this and then place it here so that we will see what we are looking at. Now, let me zoom. This is the formula that we imputed. Okay? Plus, and then division. So when you look at PEMDAS, you will notice that division happened, this division took place before the addition. And that will be wrong. Now let us get this and put the same thing here. I'm going to give us the right way. This was what we got. We say here is this, which gave us this. So if assume we put plus here, to make it correct, we'll need now to, because we're looking for average, so we need to get the sum. This is what we should have done. We get the sum of all the values, then divide it by the number of units. That will give us our average. So when we hit enter, you will see the same formula, but because we introduced parentheses, it first of all had to take care of the parentheses before going to division, which is the correct order of operation. So when you are using Excel, you must also understand the order of operation. Excel didn't tell you that this was wrong, but you know that the answer is wrong. If you don't understand this, you are also likely going to run into problem. So the best thing for us to do will be to add the parentheses here. That way we are telling Excel, please go ahead and do this addition first. Then we can now divide it by the number of the units that we added. And now we get our 74. Okay, so it's the same thing we can do here. Alternatively, if we understand that there is a function called average, what do? We say, okay, we want the average. Excel knows how to do average. Just select the numbers that you want. So our number is from here, English, mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology, and we okay it. So if you get anything other than these values, it is wrong. So to complete our operation, we just double click or hold and flash fill our remaining cells. Now, let me zoom out and read the other questions. So we are done with this now. We are done with the mean. What subject did each student score highest? So when we look at this, Nzube scored 90, scored 60, scored 53, 52, 94, and 70. So looking at this, you will know that the highest that Nzube scored was 94. Was what? 94. All right. So what we can do, I'm going to show us another system, another function. By the way, let me just introduce us to something about viewing option. I want to scroll like this. Now the names have hidden here. The column bearing their name has hidden here. I don't want to hide here. I want, if I'm going towards this side, towards the right, I want it to remain. I want this place to be visible. So what I can do is I can click here. So I am going to freeze here, here, and here. So everything from A, B, C will freeze. So that when I'm scrolling here, the rest will be entering inside. So what do? I click where I want to freeze. I'm also going to freeze this top. So that if I'm scrolling down, the names, the age, and the headers here will remain fixed. So I'm going to click here just before where I want to freeze. I go to my view. Look at my freeze panes. I open it. I have 3 different options. Right now, the one that I want to use is the one that will freeze the column. You can see the column is highlighted and also freeze the row. You see the row is also highlighted. So when I click this, now see what's going to happen to these headers. As I scroll up, they are fixed. So I can see what is on the bottom, and that way I will know what I'm dealing with in each heading. Now going back again, if I'm scrolling towards this right, you will see that the names up to column C is fixed. That way I won't click here and be looking at the question to answer. So that is another way to get your view options. Good. So what we are going to do right now, I'm going to create a column here to tell me the question is highest score. Okay, so the highest for each student. I'm going to have it here. Okay, the question is which subject did each student score highest? We know that here is 90, but we have 94 here. So for Uzube, the highest is 94. Okay, is there a way we can get that? Yes, there are different ways Excel can just tell you this is the highest. All right, it's a bit above what we are doing right now. But the simple thing I want to let us know is I can come here and I'm going to type equals. I'm going to write max. See, that is the maximum. I am going to ask, what is the maximum score? Okay, it's going to tell me, so where and where am I comparing? I'll say from English up to this point. I close my bracket and I will enter. It's telling me it's 94. So where is my 94? My 94 is here. Excel has a way that if you command it, it will just pick the name and tell you it is chemistry. Okay, that is beyond this class. I can tell it, please go here and tell me which one is the highest. It will just pick out and tell you it's chemistry. All right, so that is not what we want to do here. We just want to fish out the highest and let us know there is a function called highest or maximum. And also, the next question says, which did they score lowest? So the lowest is minimum. Lowest is minimum that we will use. So we say minimum, minimum. And he's asking us, so which range? We say it's from English down to biology. We enter, it gives us 52. So when we look at 52, this is 52, which is minimum. This is 94, which is highest. All right, so when we hold this and we double click, it gives us for each of them. All right, it gives us for each of them. This is not answering the question, but this is helping us to know the question. So when we come here, let's zoom out and then let's come this way. So for this goodness, the highest is 95. This is 95. So I can simply come here and highlight this one. I can choose any color. Let me choose this color. Good. So this is the highest for this person. And then 50 for goodness. We have 50 here. Please note that there are times you can have more than one value. For instance, this person may have 50 in two places. So you will now have two answers. Say the lowest is in this and this course. But right now, goodness has lowest in English and has highest in biology. Okay, so let me use this to highlight lowest for each person. So this person here, the lowest is 60. This person here, the lowest is 53. This person here, the lowest is 50. This person here, the lowest is 73. And this person here, the lowest is 61. This person here, the lowest is 54. And this person here, 52. Here, 59. Here, 52. Good. Then the highest, we use this. Remember, we are picking our format painter. The highest for this person is what? 92. So where is 92? Here. What about this person? 91. So where is the 91? Here. This person is 92. Here. This person is 100. Wow. Blossom scored 100. This person is 95. 95. This person is 75. 75. This person is 89. Here. This person is 90. Here. And this person is 94. Here. Now I need to remove this format painter. I simply press my escape. So we have answered this question again. We have answered this one. We have answered this one. Now the next question says, apply thick borders to the headers. Apply thick borders to the headers. These are my headers. And we have been asked to apply thick. So this is my, if I open my borders here, this is thick. When I click this and click out, remember that we were working with this in the morning and we changed the color to red. That is why these lines are red. But I want to go back to the black. So I click here, I click here, I click normal. So of course I'm going to, that's not what I want there. Okay. So I need to go back to here, select my line color is automatic, which is what I want. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here. So I'm going to click up to this point to change them black. Good. So when I apply my thick borders here, I'm going to be having thick borders around each of them, each of my headers, because that's what the question says. Apply thick borders on the headers. All right, so we've also done this. We have answered this. The next is apply light borders between the cell range C2 to M11. Where is my C2? This is my C2. But you remember that this C was here, was among this table before we inserted. Okay, so because we have inserted, the cell range has changed now. So it's going to be, our question will rather now be D, 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 and D. Good. So we are going to apply light borders between cell range D2 and M11. This is my D2. See it here. I click here, it's here. So I am going to hold it and select, and the next one is M11. Where is my M11? This is my M11 here. So this is my 11. Look at here. So I need to select from here to here. Now let's see what happens. I select here. As I'm going to 11, it has selected the entire range. So what I have selected now is the range, the cells covered under this range. And the question says apply light borders. So I'm going to click here and apply light borders all round. I click this, I have this line. All right, so we have answered this question. The next question is apply bold to the fonts in the cell range D1 to M1, D1 to M11. Okay, to D1, sorry, they say D1 to M1. So this is the place. I've selected it. The question says apply bold fonts. So I'm going to come here. This is my bold. I'm clicking it. The fonts are now bold. Okay, so I've answered this question again. The next question is apply green field color to cells D1 and M11. This is D1 to M1. You say I should apply what? Green fill. Not here. This is our font, but this is our fill color. Okay, this is D1 to D11. Okay, D1 to D11. This is it. So we are supposed to fill green color. This is it. But right now, doing that, we have obliterated our maximum and our minimum max. So I'm going to undo that, Control Z. So we got this. Now let us redefine this question. Let's just leave it to M1. All right. So we are going to fill from D1 to M1. Let's apply our green color. Let's choose another one that is, let's see, okay, this is green and this is green also. Okay, let's apply this. So we are done with this. We are done with question number 9. Question number 10 says, apply white font color to cell range. This is also should be M1. Apply white font color. Let me zoom in small. Apply white font color to cell range D1 to M1. This is D1 to M1. White font. This is my font. I click this. I come here. I click. Sorry, this is white. See my white here. I click white. As I am formatting, it is taking a different shape and a different design. So good. We are done with the number 10. Right. Now, we are asked to calculate the average age of the class. Average age of the class. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why we created this column. So I'm going to say this is equals to, this is the age of everybody in the class, but we need to find the average. So knowing that there is something called average, a function called average, I'm going to select this average and I'm going to click here and bring all of them together. These are the 10 students in my class. So I'm going to close my brackets and I'm going to enter. And it's telling me the age is 16.3 years, which is my average. Okay, that is not where the thing is supposed to be here. Good. Calculate average age of the class. I've finished number 11. As you keep finishing, your marks keeps increasing. All right, so the next thing that we need to do is what type of formula is involved in column K? Well, right now, the columns have changed because we inserted a column. So the columns moved. They shifted towards the right by one column because of the one column we inserted here. So right now, this question will be making reference to column L. Okay? While this one will be making reference to column M. And then the next one will be making reference to column, after M is what? IJKLMN. Good. Now, what type of formula is involved in column L? This is my column L, right? When I click here, it's talking about sum. And looking at our discussion on formulas, we say simple formulas are the ones that contain only one operation. So since the operation involved here is addition, here also is addition. So it means that this one, our answer is simple formula. All right. Now, we are done with this question. So the next question, what type of formula is involved in column M? Column M involves addition and division, which is average. So this is a complex formula. All right, we are done with this. Now, what type of formula is involved in column N? By the way, we haven't even done this column N. So what is column N asking? Column N is asking, what is the difference between total and average? The difference between this and this. So when I come here, I say this is equals to my total minus my average. I enter. It gives me this. So when I copy the formula downward, I have different answers. So the one that we have here is one operation. So here is also simple formula. Now the next exercise, the last one, is saying this worksheet is named exercise. Change the name to your name. This is the worksheet that we are working with. The question is, change it to my name. So I'm going to double click here. If you don't double click, you might right click and get the option, and you click here to rename. So I'm renaming it to Samson and enter. So we've been able to finish question 14, question 15, and everything. So with this, we have reviewed all the questions that are in this exercise. I hope you follow through and you have gained something more than you started. Thank you. I'll wait for feedbacks. Okay, so can I get your feedbacks? David, are you with us now? Nzube, Daniel, Somto. Daniel, did you follow through? Hello, yes, Daniel. Sir. Okay, you followed, yes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, David, go ahead and speak. Hello, David. Can you speak up?
Yes.
Okay, David, you followed through, right? Okay, David. Avila, did you follow through? Nuzube, you're asking if there's going to be another exercise today. I want you to attempt this. Tomorrow we'll give another exercise. Tomorrow's class, remember, it's going to be... What time is tomorrow's class? Tomorrow's class is 5 to 6:30. No, sorry, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We don't have lesson tomorrow. We have on Thursday and Friday. What we will do is that we are going to give you an exercise that will engage you tomorrow. So you will do the exercise tomorrow so that when we come back on Thursday, we will discuss it. Okay. So we want to hear from the rest. Somto, are you with us? Somto, are you with us? Okay. So what I am going to do is I will allow those who have not attempted these questions, we just discuss them, and we are not sharing that now. Rather, we want you to go ahead and attempt those questions that you have. Attempt them, and then tomorrow, I just want us to discuss in the WhatsApp forum, and then we'll now share another one in the WhatsApp forum where you can now go and practice so that when we come back on Thursday, we will discuss it in extensively, okay? Okay, so I'm going to share this review again to our WhatsApp forum so that you can review them and then get more knowledge in what we have just done. Okay, so see you people tomorrow.